From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2249, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. We begin this week with news that the noted Arecibo radio telescope, famous in groundbreaking scientific research and seen in a number of Hollywood movies, is no more.
The historic Arecibo radio telescope in Puerto Rico, once the largest in the world, has collapsed before its scheduled demolition could begin. The telescope, which had been shut down by the National Science Foundation following storm damage, was credited with unlocking numerous astronomical mysteries for more than 50 years. On Tuesday, December 1st, the telescope's 900-ton receiver platform fell 400 feet, landing on its reflector dish. It was the final blow to the radio telescope, where an auxiliary cable snapped in August, causing damage to the reflector dish and the receiver platform. Then last month, a main cable broke. Built in the 1960s, the telescope was part of a 1974 research project into gravitational waves that led to a Nobel Prize in Physics in 1993. The telescope also followed asteroids on their earthbound paths, but became quite an attraction itself, drawing some 90,000 visitors a year. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
Nothing speaks so well to the future of ham radio than hearing young voices calling QRZ.
December is YOTA Month, youngsters on the air, and teams of operators younger than 26 are hoping for pile-ups. They're calling from Pakistan, Serbia, Iceland, Sweden, Bulgaria and places beyond. Each team carries the suffix Yankee Oscar Tango Alpha, along with the hope that their logs will be filled with call signs from around the world. This is a chance to showcase amateur radio for the unlicensed and help those newly licensed gain confidence. Stations include Tango Foxtrot 3 YOTA in Iceland, Delta Bravo 0 YOTA in Germany, Golf Bravo 20 YOTA in the UK, and II1 YOTA in Italy. You'll hear them on HF, repeaters, and even satellites. Because so many YOTA summer camps were cancelled in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, these young operators are more eager than ever to show what they can do. Support the world's future amateur community, and who knows, you may be eligible for a bronze, silver, gold or platinum award just for working as many YOTA stations on as many bands and modes as you can. The teams have their own collective goal as well, to beat last year's total of 130,000 QSOs logged by 47 participating stations. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
Finally this week, how do you say thank you? Try sending Morse Code, as London's tallest building is doing.
The Shard building, which defines the London skyline, has been the symbol of the city since its completion 7 years ago. It was recently transformed into a symbol of gratitude in a way that ham radio operators, more than most people, can comprehend. At 306 metres in height, it's the UK's tallest building, which makes its important message, flashing in blue and white LED lights at the very top, hard to miss. That message is in Morse Code. The 575 lights flash, spelling thank you, 2 words directed to the National Health Service workers whose efforts have helped protect the British public since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. City dwellers and visitors have stopped to marvel at the light show since it began on the night of Thursday, the 26th of November. But even London's tallest building isn't above needing a little help. That came from the Radio Society of Great Britain. The RSGB stepped in to verify that all those high-profile dits and dars were indeed being sent correctly, ensuring that the message's delivery enjoyed a towering triumph. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Jason Daniels, VK2LAW, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.